Utaha 先輩
Hello, 大家好 and Utaha fan. Hope you're having a nice weekend. It's time for another AmiAmi weekly videos where I rank the top 10 Bishoujo figures from AmiAmi into a tier list. This week we have more Azur Lane, surprise, and return of Sean art from Fate Grand Order, and then some Nandos. I know a lot of you are probably with your eyes glued to the announcement from Wonder Festival and One Hobby. I personally look forward to watching other YouTuber comments on it later this week and all the figure announcement. But anyway, the list is captured as of February 11, afternoon Japan time. First up, we have Implacable from Azur Lane, this one by Any Game. We've been getting a lot of Azur Lane figures with very elaborate praise lately, but not this one, where we are clearly focused on her front assets and her long leg, very sexy here. I love her robe, there's some nice detail there, and the way how they sculpt her hair. But certainly the highlight is where her breasts and front melons are, very lovely. Not to be outdone, side boobs looks fantastic too. The back looks okay. The ring around her hair, that looks good, it's a nice touch. And how her robes and draping, so that's nice. So once again, we're seeing some lovely expressions, and wow, I mean, just look at this, right? Those are just fantastic. There's some details here, but definitely loving the money shots. And then some more fantastic photo of her. Definitely very lovely legging. I like how it's shaded here. And then there's some little details there as well. They really know how to photos her. So if you are a figure photographer, you can definitely have tons of fun, right, with her nice long legs and her front asset. So overall, a decent Azur Lane figures. I would say slightly above average given how lovely her melons are, so B tier. Next up, we have Sean art. This one by Outer. So first impressions, she is in a rather awkward pose. I'm not sure why they decided to pose her sitting like this. The sculpt and the craftsmanship are definitely there given its outer, but I'm not too keen on how she is sitting right now. Looks like they did put in a lot of effort to sculpt her hair, which is not something that past figure of Sean has done always. Back shot definitely showcase her hair. Her expressions are very nicely done, I like that, and then you can see there's lots of great paint job and variations of shadings to accentuate her armors. And the way she's holding her sword, that's nice. Love the shot of Hoge on top. And so yeah, so the pose is not that great to an otherwise pretty good Sean figure. So for that reason, I have to put her into B tier, unfortunately, because of that strange pose. Next up, we have a Nando of Anis from Nikki the game. Here she is saying hi to you, calling you out, ready to rip the weapon to shoot you down to pieces. I do love this faceplate, so that's nice. And not sure about this one. This one looks cute, magic kawaii, although I can't help but stare at her melons. Back shot looking pretty good, you can see some of her bum and her thigh. And then the machine gun's got some nice detail. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like we have too many accessories, so a pretty decent figure, I'd say B tier. Then we have Alberto from Overlord again. Last week I was impressed with that figure. This one, I don't really like it. I mean, her pose looks okay, but the expression just looks kind of ugly to me. If there's any redeeming factors, I think at least her wings are well sculpted. And she is on this sexy revealing negligee. The way the hair sculpted is okay. The necklet J could have been crafted better, I think. It doesn't look too translucent to me, and as you know, I'm a sucker for translucent clothing. And the expression is also not doing it for me, so unfortunately this one I have to put her as D tiers. Then we have Seika Ijichi from Bocchi the Rock. This one a Nando, and he is her with the panda. Not sure about her face expression here, pretty expressionless. This one looks better, love the cross leg. And then she's drinking apple juice. And then the panda prop looks great. Here's her next to her friends. Unfortunately, I'm seeing pattern with the Nandos where they're not including a lot of accessory or giving a lot of promotional photos for you to judge the faker qualities. So I think this one is a C tier for me. Then we have Blue Archive Hasumi. We've been getting quite a few Blue Archive figures lately, and this one definitely we know why we are buying her for. Kind of strange, you know, her wing is rather low on the hip, so I don't think I've seen that design that often. But just look at those gigantic front shot, right? I mean, those must be, I don't know what cup that is. Expression wise is a bit bland to me, and I don't like this stick up here. Her uniform is okay. We're actually getting a track base with some pink on it. So I think Fuyu definitely could add more details to these figures. And because she's fully dressed, right? Even though her jacket is unbuttoned to reveal her front melon, there isn't a lot of definitions or details here, so it could definitely be much more revealing or sexy, or you know, in terms of how the creases are folding in her shirt, I think. So for those reasons, I have to put her in DT as well. Then we have Ari, I hope I pronounce her right, from Lead of Legion, Spirit Blossom. This one is 1/7 scale, a different style figure than what I typically collect by Mythos. Mythos like to do their own thing, I applaud them, right? They put a lot of effort and attention into the base, and this one is no exception here. Not sure why the color looks very different between the shot. I guess they could have done better with the lighting. I do love how she crossed her leg here, and the way she sit on this rock, and then all those pattern on her clothes looks nice. The sandals are nice too. The back, well, I don't really know what I'm looking at, so I do love the lotus at the bottom, but this is just a giant mess to me. Front shot is definitely where it is, I think. And I just noticed her hand, left hand, rested gently onto the rock. That's a nice touch. I believe they could have used a better expression. This one just looks like she's bored, and I'm not sure what she's thinking. And then of course they have to throw in some money shot. There's some nice detail on the ribbon, and then another ribbon around her belt area, so that's nice. And then this tail, I believe this is a tail. Just not doing it for me. Oh, the little fox looks great though, I like that. And then against the lotus is fantastic. So the base are well done. Yeah, so this one is a hard one to rate. I think the base is good, but the figure itself is just average, so I'll put her as C tier. Next we have an original character, I believe, DZ12SX, Tatsusaki Ryu. Not sure what that means. It's a 1/6 scale, so slightly bigger than your typical 1/7 one. First impressions, I love the details I'm seeing. I guess this is part of her hair that turned into a beast of some sort, maybe her tail. Love the jacket. The paint job on whatever cloth she has on is nice. Her expression is different, but definitely caught my attention. This her horn looks good too. It look a bit like claw whip to me. And overall color coordination is very sharp and on point, I think. It's really nice contrast with the blue and the red, and then the white and the black here. And then the jacket, the zipper, that's nicely done. Yeah, lovely pattern here on her clothes. And then of course you have unobstructed view of her breast here, very lovely, nicely proportions. And her eyes, her iris are well painted. Oh, I didn't realize she is holding her sunglasses, so that's nice. Oh, now that we have a close-up shot. I love the mascara, love how her iris are painted, and her mouth is slightly open, so great job there. So I love what I'm seeing here. My only reservation is she is from a manufacturer that I'm not familiar with, and she's fairly expensive. So for that reason, I'm going to be conservative and put her in the B tier for now. If they deliver and the final product looks just as intricate and detailed as she is in the promotion photo, then I might bump her up into A tier later. To round things up, of course we end with another Azur Lane 10th rank formidable. This one by Meteos. So once again, we're back to those Azur Lane figures with elaborate base. We've been seeing a lot of them sitting on a sofa or in the sitting position lately. I mean, I guess it's good that we're seeing some seating figures. And wow, I mean, look at this frontal shot, fantastic there. And then her legs, you know, I think her leggings are nicely shaded. So the more pink variation, the better, I say. And her negligee looks lovely too. I love how she's holding the roses, just, you know, touching her cheek. Side booth adjustment shot. I mean, look at that. Look at all those curves there. My eye just can't stop, you know, inspecting those melon. Back shot looks good too. I love how her shoulders look here, very sexy. This is kind of rather blurry shots for all you feet lover out there. So the sofa got some nice paint job done, you know, and I love how the silver work and the metals are done. I also love how she's almost ready to kick off her heels. So the way her hair drape across the sofa, that's a lovely touch. This is just look like a hair waterfall here, but in a good way. So very lovely Azur Lane figure. I think this one I have to put up on A tier. So very lovely figure. There we go. This is the list of the week. I might pre-order the Sean one, I'm not sure. I have a few Sean figures from before. But the pose is what holding me back, and I don't really like how she was sitting there. But how about you? Are you going to pre-order anything? Comments below and let us know. As always, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy my content, please remember to like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. I really appreciate it. Until next week, you all have a wonderful day. Bye bye.